If you cringe today, you lose, and tomorrow for work, you have to dress like one of the people in this video. Welcome to Clown World. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Zeducation, and welcome to another episode of Clown World. It's been a while since we've done one of these videos, so here on Tuesday, we wanted to switch it up a little bit, because I got to test you guys. Accept everything in this video. Accept the madness. No cringing. If you cringe, you lose. Okay? It's a bad thing. You don't want to lose. And back to the intro there. I don't know if that's real. I think it is. These are the fashion shows these days. Fashion, art piece. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's get into today's show. If you're ready for today's game, head down and like this video. And if you are new here, please make sure you are subscribed and have the bell clicked for notifications when new videos are uploaded. Now on to today's game. If you cringe, you lose. Go.
Hi, Violet Affleck, Los Angeles resident, first-time voter. I'm 18. I contracted a post-trial condition in 2019. I'm okay now, but I saw firsthand that medicine does not always have answers to the consequences of even minor viruses. The COVID-19 pandemic has thrown that into sharper relief. 1 in 10 infections leads to long COVID, which is a devastating neurological cardiovascular illness that can take away people's ability to work, move, see, and even think, stands to exacerbate our homelessness crisis, as well as the suffering of many people in our city. It hits communities of color, disabled people, elderly people, trans people, women, and anyone in a public-facing essential job the hardest. To confront the long COVID crisis, I demand mask availability, air filtration, and far UVC light in government facilities, including jails and detention centers, and mask mandates in county medical facilities. We must expand the availability of high-quality free tests and treatment, and most importantly, the county must oppose mask bans for any reason. They do not keep us safer. They make vulnerable members of our community less safe and make everyone less able to participate in Los Angeles together. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
There you go. That was Ben Affleck's daughter, Jennifer Gardner. Is that her name? And I want to point out a word. She said, "I demand." I demand. It's so representative of this younger generation. My generation too, millennials, Gen Z. I demand it be my way or the highway. Shut up. This is $165 a barbecue in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. You gotta be kidding me. And you know what? The part that pisses me off the most about this is I know that those are sweet pickles. I can see and smell a sweet pickle from a mile away. $165 for that crap? Get out of here. Ugh. Performance art is fascinating. Fascinatingly dumb? I hope not fascinating in a good way. This is a joke. This isn't art. This is stupid. Mental illness. Truly, it's seeped into our art world even. World's largest pilot union calls to eliminate terms cockpit, manpower, and other masculine generalizations for equity. Oh, yeah. Have fun flying next time, folks. Just know that this garbage is being prioritized over, safety, things that matter. Oh, we gotta worry about the language. Stupid.
I want to talk about this comment. It's a comment that I've gotten every single time that I talk about being pro-choice. Pregnant person, you mean mother. Actually, no, I don't. I mean
yeah, again, we're going to cut it off there because the rest of that doesn't even matter. This person's not, you can't have a conversation with that person. Pregnant woman, yes. Woman.
As a fat person, I often dread medical appointments because of blatant medical fat phobia. The last OB appointment I went to, the provider blamed everything on my weight and told me that I needed to go on a medication that made me feel really terrible. This OB appointment that I just went to, I've been dreading, and the provider was amazing. She asked me what my pronouns are. She asked me about my name. She made me feel super comfortable, asked me about my trauma history so that she knew how to touch me in ways that were not harmful. She just was like great. And I was crying before getting my blood drawn because I just never have good experiences with medical providers. And so, I don't know, I just wanted to share.
Medical fat phobia. That's a new one. All of you medical providers, nurses, doctors, all of you out there, shame on you. Shame on you. Now I'm pissed. You're hurting feelings still. In 2024, we're still doing this? We're still hurting feelings?
Having a preference is something like, I'm looking for a partner who likes kayaking, or wakes up early in the morning, or loves pizza. But when your preferences exclude an entire group of marginalized people, that's problematic. Okay, that's not nice. That's not a preference. If you lump all fat people in one group together as though they are not very different individuals, that's fatphobic. Just like lumping all black people in one group and saying, I don't like black people is racist. And lumping all disabled people in one group and saying, I don't think people in wheelchairs are hot, is ableist.
Change your attractions. Whatever you're attracted to. Yeah. And by the way, marginalized group of people. Get the hell out of here. That's hilarious. Good one.
People said this was fat phobic
Dude,
because
what is
this
going on
trail
with
has a
fatphobia?
size limit because of the narrow passageways. And some people were saying that they need to make the canyon
Stop
bigger
it.
and wheelchair accessible. This is obviously ridiculous, but do you think there's any validity to this argument?
Is there any validity? Are you nuts? No. Mother Nature is now fatphobic. Get out of it. What is going on today with these clips? Woman explodes at her boyfriend at airport.
It's funny! It's funny! I hate you! Bro, you're a weird too. Like, it's not funny. Dude, no, you are rushing me to the point where I really got sick. You
Jeez.
because of you. I hate you. You're a loser. You're a loser!
All right, dude. All right. You know what you have to do? You have to break up with her. That's like textbook abuse right there. I'm worried about you, man. I am. This is a great lesson, though. Who you pick as a partner, as a girlfriend, boyfriend, spouse, it's very important. It's probably the most important decision you make in your life. Actually, it is the most important decision. And I've seen people, it changes a person. It changes a person. This is a net negative. I can tell you that right now. That is not okay. So worried about you, man. Shame on this girl. Now, experts are asking whether milk is racist as part of a taxpayer-funded research project into connections between milk and colonialism. Tax money. Is it? I don't know if this is American tax money or are we talking about UK? Regardless. Congrats, folks. This is where we are. Tax money being spent so wisely. Don't you love paying taxes? The White House. We're unable to track $6.2 billion sent to Ukraine. California. We're unable to track $24 billion spent to combat homelessness. The Pentagon. We're unable to track $2.3 trillion of military spending. The U.S. Treasury. We're unable to track $5 trillion of pandemic spending. The IRS. We know you sent $601.57 to your friend. You better report it or you're going to jail. Yeah. Such a great, trustworthy government. It's such a great use and allocation and tracking of our tax money. I mean, if we're being honest, so most of this isn't tax money. This is money that they just printed off thin air by issuing bonds. So then that begs the question, why do we even pay taxes if we're just printing money off thin air, debasing our currency? I don't know. Ukraine to be told it's too corrupt to join NATO. There's some confidence for you. Isn't that great? That's a real article, real headline. They're too corrupt to join NATO, but we're going to keep giving them billions of dollars to continue to, bloodshed over there. It's a wonderful thing, right? Got to keep that war machine rolling. But hey, they're too corrupt. It's insane. Married man spends $76,000 to look like the perfect woman. I'm a liberal. It's hard to find masculine men to date who aren't conservative. Oh, we've had this before. It's from last year, but all you liberal women out there, if you're attracted to masculinity, it's going to be tough finding it in, your ideology. Just doesn't really exist over there. Donald Trump escorted off stage by Secret Service during rally after loud noises ring out in crowd. That was real. That was right after it all happened, and they dropped that headline. They don't care for you. They don't care about the truth. They care about their propaganda and their agenda. Look at this headline. This is insane. Marriage promotes white supremacy, according to white university professor. Marriage fundamentalism, like structural racism, is a key structuring element of white heteropatriarchal supremacy, professor says. Don't you love academia? Wonder why we're getting more and more dumb. Gunman dies in attack. Real front page of the Denver Post. I would expect nothing less from a super liberal place like that. But nonetheless, pretty disgusting. New York City orders $4 million McKinsey study on whether trash piles would be better inside containers. I don't know. Is it easier for rats to get to those piles without plastic containers? Can they even get to them in plastic containers? Do you need a $4 million study to show you that? Good job, New York. There's your tax money. It's being spent on stuff like this. Congrats. Someone found a bottle of Mountain Dew from 1992 that would have won them a brand new Super Nintendo. That hurts, man. That hurts. Look at that. So much fun that could have been had. So much joy that could have been had. And that joy went in the trash. Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle tells CBS News that her primary focus has been on diversity hires, particularly women, since taking the position. I'm just going to go ahead and say that focusing on diversity hiring in a job that literally deals with life and death is one of the dumbest, riskiest, stupidest things that we could have ever done. There is no place for that. It's who is the best and most qualified, period. And we saw what happened. It was pretty embarrassing what happened on the stage and when he was getting in the car with some of the agents that were surrounding there. It was honestly very embarrassing. Cammy. I'm high energy and looking for the same. No dad bods and no BMI over 22. I'm single mom of one son. He is my everything. I'm looking for a partner and daddy for both of us. If you are not Democratic Socialists, then we won't get along. No bigots and no closed-minded people. Must vote blue no matter who. All right, well, there you go. Okay. All of you out there looking. I'm sorry that you're currently in the dating world. That's just, that's the stuff you gotta deal with. And Cammy, good luck to you. That's a unicorn in your world. Slip-ups like Joe Biden's misnaming of Trump and Harris are common and usually caused by lack of sleep or stress, experts say. It's like it happens every time he speaks, and they still continue to put these articles out there. Well, it's common. Companies going bankrupt at fastest pace since 2020 in historic surge. Bidenomics, everything's great, everything's wonderful. Even though we have this mountain of red flags, here's another one. California Target could be charged for reporting theft to police, reports say. Real article, real event, real headline, real thing that's happening. Don't report theft, folks. You'll go to jail. It's real. Bro, you seeing this? Hold up, got a line. Bro. When you think about all the stuff that's happening right now in our country, the very weird, the clown world-ish stuff, the president almost being assassinated, you got to think, what are these guys? They're loving this. Absolutely loving it. Happiest childless millennial on earth. Happiest childless millennial on earth. There's two of you there that have the same shirt. Which one of you is the happiest, okay? I don't have kids. It's probably a good thing, honestly. So, it's whatever. Wokeness destroys the mind, body, and soul. Ooh, before and after. Look at that. I think this person has like, is a singer or something. Very sad. Very tragic. Truly.
When the streets go dark in this Pico Union neighborhood, they go really dark.
I guess they're stealing the copper, and it has just taken all the light from the street, so making it a little more dangerous.
7 months ago, copper thieves yanked wires from sidewalk electrical boxes. The street lights no longer work. Mark Burgos, who owns a local restaurant, says the darkness is giving criminals a cover. His business targeted by thieves.
As a matter of fact, a month ago I had a smash and grab for the same reason, just so dark that people are just able to do crimes.
Looking for quick cash, the copper thieves sell the stolen copper to scrap metal recyclers. So at night along 17th and 18th Street, Bonnie Bray and Hoover Avenue, the lights are noticeably dark. People here are fearful and frustrated.
I've called the Water and Power at least 4 times, and the council's office at least 4 times also. Yeah, they told us 3 months. 3 months have passed.
Very sad. Here's my main question though. Was it under $950 worth of copper? Okay, because that doesn't matter. It's not a crime. Sad though. Hey, keep voting the way you guys are voting though in California. Things will get better, of course.
A carrot hot dog. Could you tell the difference? Shock all your friends with this vegan recipe for carrot dogs that actually tastes good. Peeling and chopping the carrots to be hot dog sized and steaming them until soft gives us the tender texture we're looking for. Then in a zip top bag, marinate the carrots in a mixture of mustard, garlic, paprika, soy sauce, apple cider vinegar, and veggie broth. We're gonna marinate the carrots for about 3 hours or more to give them that classic hot dog flavor. Do this all in the morning before you invite your family or friends over, then just grill these bad boys like normal. Then once they're off the grill, put them into your buns, add your favorite condiments, and then boom, you have delicious, all-natural, healthy, vegan carrot dogs. It's great.
Eat whatever you want. Be vegan. I don't care. That looks gross. That's a carrot. Quit pretending. Okay, just eat the hot dog. Is it good for you? Probably not. Does it taste delicious? Yeah. Come on, you don't do it every day. It's probably not good for you if you do it every day. Every once in a while, have a hot dog, man. Live.
I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president until I think she was not qualified to be president. So let's start there. Number one. The fact is that the consideration.
Ooh, dude, you can just see it. You can see it on their face, like, oh, we're screwed. We are in big trouble. Vice President Trump, by the way.
Where should a man take you for a first date?
The most expensive place ever.
Take me to the Louis Vuitton store.
Yeah, take me to
Louis Vuitton?
No, Chanel. $10,000 bag. Let's get it.
Hell no. Then I know you mean business.
Yeah. We're not messing with no broke man.
Broke man or so last year.
Where's my Range Rover?
Would you take a girl to the Louis Vuitton store?
Sure.
And buy her something?
No, I'm not buying y'all
Okay. Well, we don't want to go out with you anyway.
Yikes. Watch out for those landmines, boys. Don't get sucked into that crap.
We were here looking into the earlier crime when this happened. The video shows 3 women. 2 were wearing surgical masks, grabbing big armfuls of clothing from the Lululemon store on Clarendon Boulevard in Arlington. They appeared to be in no hurry. One woman stopped to pick up items falling out of her overloaded arms. The video was taken at 7:11 p.m. That is only 2 hours after the store had been targeted for an earlier organized theft crime. In that case, 2 women grabbed armloads of pricey athletic wear and walked out without paying. We're not sure if the same people were involved in both cases.
Amazing. Amazing. We have a, decaying culture, unfortunately. Welcome to Clown World. I'm pretty sure the Lululemon CEO said, oh, it's okay. It's just stuff. You're promoting it. It's your company. Get robbed. Tell me you're a Dem voter without telling me you're a Dem voter.
Actual footage. July 2024. 2 men in a mask on the river.
Gripped by fear. It's very sad to see. Very sad. You're outside, fellas. You probably drove there in the same car. Step away. Put away the fear. Turn off the TV. Things are going to be all right. Donald Trump versus Joe Biden argument. Oh, geez.
We got Biden took a shower with his daughter's shirts. You want some of those?
Are you guys on some other planet that I'm
Oh no,
You didn't see the diary, lady?
Yeah. You guys watch CNN, don't you? MSNBC.
No, we don't.
You watch news?
We read the news. Yeah.
Yeah, you're. That's the problem. You guys is watching the wrong stuff.
Well, we just watch the news headlines about who's convicted.
Oh, Hunter just got convicted. What do you think about that?
I don't think I'm not going to vote for him.
His dad covered for him.
Oh, sure he
Oh,
did.
of course he did. Who's the big guy that got the 10%? Who's the big guy getting paid?
Of what?
Has
all
no
the
idea.
investment money, all the Chinese money that they're giving them, all the Ukraine
The
money.
Republican committee investigated for 6 months to try to find
Oh,
something.
they
and
all
couldn't find
canceled it.
anything.
Okay.
Trump's gonna be your next
Trump's gonna be your
president.
next president anyways. You're gonna have a felon for a president.
Not me.
Yeah, you will. Well,
I'm moving to Canada.
go ahead, go to Canada. Canada's full of f***ing weirdos. It's a communist. Trudeau's making everything communist. He locked down people's bank accounts for driving trucks. Go on, have fun in Canada.
I feel like that's pretty representative of our discourse. You know, there is no conversation. There really isn't. And it depends on, you know, which information you get. Generally, people on the left who just consume mainstream sources, they have no idea about the diary and what was in it. That was really Ashley Biden diary. That was in there. The 10% for the big guy. All I want to know on that is, who was the big guy? That was in a Hunter email. Hunter said that. 10% for the big guy. Who is the big guy? I think we can all conclude we're using our brains, but I just want that to come out of Hunter's mouth. Who is that? Who is the 10% for the big guy? Those people have no idea who the big guy is. They've never even heard of it because they don't report on that on those news stations. Anyways, the arguing, unfortunately, you're wasting your time. Top cancer charity apologizes for using word cervix instead of trans-friendly front hole. Back to that guy bashing on Canada. I know a lot of great Canadians, a lot of great people in Canada. They're not all crazy. A lot of Canada is crazy. This is crazy, and this is front and center in Canada. And the people who push this garbage, this nonsense, are in power.
So President Trump just got shot. And as someone who voted against Trump in both 2016 and 2020, this is a cause for deep reflection by me. And my question is, have we been told the truth at any point over the last 8 years about who Trump is and what's actually going on here? A lot of people who are pro-Trump have been saying that this is the playbook of the day, whether it's a deep state or, you know, some shadowy interest in the government. First, they try to cancel you. So they say shit about your character. They say things that can't actually be proven. They take quotes from you that make you basically look bad. The second thing that they try to do is they try to convict you of something. In this case, trumped up charges about you paying legal expenses to a porn star for her to not say that you had sex with her. It's like, morals aside, like, is that really a big deal enough to convict someone? And then the third thing that they try to do is they try to kill you. And that's just what happened with Trump. And actually, you know, I've been updating my view on Trump recently, and I've started going back to some of the things that I was told that he said, and some of them he literally did not say. Like, for example, you remember when we were told that he said of white supremacists and other races in a rally that he said that they were good people? It's not true. If you actually watch the whole clip, and I'll share a link to the clip here, you can see that he's clearly saying there were other people at the rally who are good people.
You're calling the alt-left and white supremacists on the same moral plane.
I'm not putting anybody on a moral plane. What I'm saying is this. You had a group on one side and you had a group on the other, and they came at each other with clubs, and it was vicious and it was horrible.
So this is a time where it's really hard to know what to believe, but you know, sometimes when we hear things are conspiracy, maybe it's time to listen because maybe it's not.
Thank you. We've been saying this for years, man. For years. And I'm glad you're finally listening. The media is not your friend. They have been lying this whole time. This is why this all happened. They incited this. This is what happens when you call someone, you dehumanize them, you make them these evil villains, calling them Hitler and Nazi for 8 years. Crazy people are going to take that as truth and act. This is exactly what they wanted. Exactly what they wanted. But I'm glad you are seeing it, and I hope more and more people see it too. Classic. Let's end with this one. These are, you know what? Generally, the people on the other side of the keyboard. Totally sane people. Okay, we'll end it there. That's, yeah. Again, that's who you're trying to have a logical conversation with. It's It's not going to happen. How'd you do in today's video? Did you cringe at all? If you did, you lose, okay? It means that you have not accepted Clown World. You have not accepted the direction that these lunatics want the country to go. You just haven't done that yet, and that makes you bad. So I'm bad too. Let me know how you did down in the comments. While you're down there, please like this video. Please help us get it recommended to others. That's it for today's video. Until next time, I'm Tyler Zed, and this is Zeducation.
For the children.
Idiots.